Hi! We're gonna do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. First, I'm going to sing it with all the sign language, and after, if you keep watching, I'll explain what each sign language means. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, "Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. You'll go down in history." So that's all the sign language, and this is what it means. So for Rudolph, we make an R with our hands, which just looks like crossing the first two fingers for Rudolph. Then we go out like we're antlers. Rudolph. Red, this is the sign for red, red, nose. And then this is the sign for reindeer. So it's all your fingers up together, your thumbs out like you have antlers, and then they go out because reindeer are really big. Had a very shiny nose, so we touch the nose and then the hands go out like they're shiny. Had a very shiny nose. And if you just point to the audience, you ever saw, so the sign language for saw, I think I did it a little wrong in the video, but it's 2 fingers from the eye out. If you ever saw it, you would even say, "It glows." All of the other reindeer, there's that sign for reindeer, used to, this means in the past, so they used to laugh and call him names. So that's actually the sign for tease. What I'm doing is I'm taking my first fingers and sticking them out, and the rest of my hand is in a fist. So you make a fist and put out just your first fingers in a little curve like that. And then we go over, over, over. So all of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join. This is the sign language for join. You make a circle in one hand, and you take 2 fingers in the other hand, and you put them together. Join in any reindeer games. This is the sign language for play. So to do that, you can put your whole hands into a fist, then you have to stick out your pinky and your thumb. It's a little tricky, but just practice. You can get it. Reindeer games. Then one foggy. This is the sign language for foggy. Can you see my hands? It's like you're making a big cloud. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa. So Santa, you're doing the same kinds of hands, kind of like little claws, and now we're making a beard on Santa. Santa came to say, that's the sign language for say, 2 fingers out from the mouth. "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" So this means please. So we're saying, Please, Rudolph. Guide. For guide, you put one hand out, take the other hand, and hold it, and then pull it, like you're guiding that hand. For sleigh, we're doing those same fists in, first finger out in the little hook, like you're holding the reins of a sleigh, okay? Let's practice that line. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, yippee! That's the sign language for joy or happiness, like a fountain. Remember? Joy like a fountain. This is like all the feelings inside you coming out, like the reindeer saying, yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. So for you'll go down in history, we do the sign language for become. That's putting your two hands together like this and then twisting them to the other way. Practice with me. Become. Become. And then the other sign we're doing is actually the sign language for famous. So we start with our fingers next to our mouths, and then we go up and up. Okay. You'll go down in history. And then for our performance, because we are fancy, we won't just sing it one time. We'll do that last line 3 times. And on the third time, we get really louder. We do a crescendo. It's the big finish. So it goes like this. You'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. And that is all the sign language for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.